We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mark. 3 bucks.
Throwing Jones. Barkley a first down and more. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 65 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
For the extra point.
We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
It has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Ball carrier.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
We're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
45-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
He's able
to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Eric Ebron, 49 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chris Boswell.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Broken tackle. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A 1-yard.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
3-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Connor, the ball carrier.
He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
29 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
36-yard line.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
Good catch there by Eric Ebron, and the Steelers are hoping that they see the 2018 version of this young man. 66 catch, 750 yards, and 13 touchdowns. And that was good number 2nd in the league with the Indianapolis Colts. The Steelers like to throw to the tight end. They hope Ebron is the guy.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Seven, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be counter. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try to get something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That good for 22 and a 1st down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Now Saquon Barkley. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and Malcolm at the 5. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The play.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Sterling Shepard.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all you got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Counter. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 45 yards.
45 yards. And the Steeler first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
James Washington there to make the grab. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Score, Steelers 17, Giants 10. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
T.J. Watt.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Check. Lucky.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st down, Jones. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Hey, been there, done that.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. To return, it's Cam Sutton. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45 out of bounds at the 44.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Let's go, defense. Snap the field, defense.
On first and 10 is Conner. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
James Conner, the
Blake Martinez, second in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
He's coming. We got double up. 19 tiger. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 83 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll run it again with Barkley. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in a big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. On 1st down, Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
46-yard line.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A handoff to Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now the late signee, the former Falcon, Devontae Freeman. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to it as he stopped at the 48. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by Mike Hilton.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and
10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Again, it's Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the
back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Deuce.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
He's brought down back at the
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go to Barkley again. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He's brought down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
first down.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1. You'd think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
38-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Complete to Saquon.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with Barkley, and the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they take a knee.
Roethlisberger on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Steelers, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.